Dustin the Diamond Poirier, very talented young fighter. Dynamic striker and a big guy for 145 pounds. Actually, both these gentlemen are pretty large for 145. And Mike, I'm actually kind of excited these guys are finally fighting, because for a long time I would confuse these two gentlemen because they're so similar. They kind of look similar. Their tattoos are a little bit different, but very similar styles, very similar talent level, commensurate abilities, and a very, in my opinion, a very good matchup stylistically.
Great matchup to get things started. Dustin Poirier, Erik Koch. They both used to have their heads shaved. There's rumors that, okay, well, I grew out my hair so I wouldn't look like him tonight. There was talk of that. But they truly are. They're evenly matched. They've had a lot of success. And I believe they want to make the statement tonight that they want to be in the mix at 145. And I'll tell you what, you and I know how good the division is at 145.
Yeah, they're both incredibly similar. Look, 13-3 for Poirier, 13-2 for Koch, both 24 years old. I mean, these guys are both really exciting prospects in the UFC's featherweight division. They're also both southpaws.
Yes. They both love to strike. They're both very entertaining with their striking ability, and they're both big guys. They both walk around at about 175, 180. They cut down, and then they get back up. I mean, these are two men that you can see know what they're doing, and they believe they have championship written on them at just 24 years each. And there you see, he grew his hair out. That's what Duke Rufus told me. He said he's like, I don't want to look like him. I'm different. I'm going to put on a show tonight. I'm going to do it here where I train in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Well, both guys are very, very talented strikers. Both guys have a well-rounded game. Erik Koch, trained by Duke Rufus, has a strong Muay Thai base, but also a good submission game as well. Relies predominantly on his stand-up. It's going to be interesting to see these two mirror images of each other facing off and see who makes what adjustments, who does what to become more unpredictable.
I mean, when Dustin Poirier first came on the scene, all the talk was about Josh Crispy. And Dustin Poirier came in and put on a show, and since that time, he's continued to be amongst the best. I mean, his battles against Chan Sung Jung and Cub Swanson didn't go his way, but we're talking about guys that are either just fought for the title or may have a chance to fight for the title at 145.
And those type of fights are critical for a young fighter's career, to really feel what the deep water's like, go back to the gym, make those adjustments, and both guys have done that. Chan Sung Jung, when he submitted Dustin Poirier, he brought Dustin Poirier up to another level. In my opinion, he looked even better when he fought Jonathan Brookins in his next fight. And I believe the same thing could be said about Koch.
Koch was cruising along, and then he fought Ricardo Lamas up the road in Chicago.
And Ricardo Lamas, one of the very best, again, at 145. An absolute beast.
Poirier and Koch. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight fight. Both are 24 years old. Slight reach advantage for Dustin Poirier. And with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
And now, this first fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 13 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, by way of Lafayette, Louisiana, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 13 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Erik Koch. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Rob High.
Rob Hines will be our referee. The beautiful Ariani. Lovely Brittany. Great to be here tonight. UFC 164. And here we go. Red trunks for Erik Koch. Black trunks for Dustin Poirier. Nice.
Beautiful kick and counter.
Trying to push forward. 4 Team Rufus Sport fighters on the card tonight. Koch being the 3rd, Anthony Pettis in our main event later tonight. Nice. See who finds the range early.
Yeah, that was a good left by Poirier, but also a beautiful leg kick, or a body kick rather, by Koch.
With a slip.
Yeah. Well, he got tagged there.
And
he got tagged again.
He got tagged a couple
Tying
times,
him up, looking for a triangle. Koch with a good ground game. Note how he grabbed a hold of that leg. Very important. Dustin's in a lot of trouble here. Koch's got to adjust the foot. He does so.
Lock it down.
He adjusted it. Dustin's in deep trouble here. Especially right now. They're both dry. They're not sweaty yet. Dustin's in deep water here.
Trying to finish this fight quickly.
Koch's pulling down here. What he's got to do here, Mike, is pull the head. But it looks like he's attacking the arm as well. He's going to roll him over to the mount. And Dustin, it looked like he was almost out of it there. He's out.
He is.
Boy, he is exhausted, though.
Wow.
He almost fell asleep there. He almost went out there. You see his face is still a bit red.
Yep.
He's got to make sure that Koch doesn't lock this up again. Got to posture up. Koch doing a really good job of wrist control. And Dustin's got to get that arm that's in place. The right arm outside, he's got to get it in between. Got to get some distance here. He can't let him do this again. He barely got through that. Good hammer fist there, though. Step over there. Now he's out. Nicely done. Allowing him to trap him like that with one arm in is a very dangerous situation. You see Koch has some really good triangle.
They're going to work against the cage now.
Koch now got to be filled up with some confidence. Nice knee to the body. That was real close for Poirier.
Good knee. Trying to battle for position. See if we can get the underhooks.
Poirier gets some distance here for those knees, and Koch lands one. Nice one by Poirier.
Yep, answered. Poirier pushing forward.
Good
now.
left
Nice.
by Poirier. Over the top.
Yep. And again he comes forward.
Oh, right hand!
Big shot! Huge punch by Poirier.
It's all over him. Koch's got to tie him up.
Hammer fist.
And you hear Duke Rufus screaming, tie him up. He's in a bad situation here too, Mike, because although he's in half guard, he's trapped up against the cage, so he can't really scoot back for distance. Big shots by Poirier.
Poirier rocked him with a right. Now he's trying to finish him. Still got time to work.
Another big shot by Poirier.
Man, he is landing at a high percentage.
And Koch trying to wall walk, and he's up. Nicely done. Oh, beautiful takedown by Poirier. Right in the side control.
Show both men weathering early storms.
Poirier trying to move to the mount.
40 seconds.
Looking for the Darce choke. That's his specialty. Poirier loves that choke. He's clamped it up.
He's locked up more than one.
Koch is in deep trouble here. This is Poirier's signature move.
Trying to finish it right here.
And as he goes counterclockwise, it gets tighter.
15 seconds. Under
he
10.
hits the claps. Boy, he is almost out.
Just trying to make it to the end of the
Barely
round.
hanging on.
And he
Wow,
does.
what a
Wow.
round. Everything
How good
we
was
hoped
that?
it was going to be.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. Sit down. Let's recover. Get your breath back. All right. You drink for me, okay? Breathe. Okay, you got a little lackadaisical at the end of that round. What we need to do this round, back him up, and let's put him on the cage. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You're too complacent moving away from him. I need you to go at him, back him up, and let's take him down right away. Got it? Let's put him on his back. All right? Yeah. Yeah, and let's move forward. We need to strike going forward.
Take a deep breath.
All right, breathe. All right, drink. Yeah. All right, recover now. This is what the training.
That first round, Koch had the advantage in the beginning, but it was all Dustin Poirier after that. It was this right hand that hurt him badly. Poirier jumped on him, got some nasty ground and pound on him, and then at the end of the round had a very tight Darce choke. Was unable to finish it, though, and I'm actually kind of happy because I want to see more fight.
Yeah, right?
What a great, evenly matched fight.
Dustin Poirier, the only fighter in UFC history to finish 2 fights by Darce choke. He almost had the third, as you mentioned.
And it was a bittersweet loss to him, to Chan Sung Jung, because Jung got
That's
him
right.
with the same choke.
Yep.
And it is his specialty.
A lot of strikes thrown already in this battle, but the head strikes are the ones to watch out for. Poirier, sizable advantage.
Koch getting up on the balls of his feet here and trying to counter with the jab and the hook as Poirier plots forward with those big power shots. He loves that overhand left.
Poirier training an American top team now. He said just growing into a man as a fighter is what he kind of considers his maturation process.
And there Koch with that nice jab, trying to get loose here and capitalize on the aggression of Poirier. Poirier pressing forward. Nice straight left by Poirier. And oftentimes when a fighter has success with a big shot like Poirier did in that first round, they go hunting for it. And they stop being quite as technical and just look to launch bombs. Ooh, good left there by Poirier.
This is a fight that we thought we might see at UFC 143.
Beautiful takedown.
But there were some injuries incurred, and it's a matchup we've been looking forward to for a long time because, as you said, Joe, they are so evenly matched.
Yeah, almost mirror images of each other, although we are seeing differences now. We're seeing more power being displayed by Poirier. And we're also seeing the damage that was done by Poirier in the first round maybe wearing on Koch here in the second. I mean, Koch recovered, but there's no taking away from the impacts that he received. Oh, neck crank here. Not quite getting it. Poirier, though, with full mount against the cage, looking for an arm triangle now. Tying it up. The defense for Koch is to what's... Okay, he's completely free of it now. But full mount here by Poirier.
He's been in a good position throughout this fight.
Good solid left hands from the top by Poirier. For Koch, he's got a hip escape. He's got to create some distance.
The winner gets right back in the mix.
He's trying to use the cage to get back up to his feet, but he's got to untangle his legs here. Note how he's kicking his hips to the side. He's got to go to the left and then adjust to go to the right. But Poirier, to me, it looks like he's trying to set up a mounted triangle.
Koch trying to get up.
Koch back to his feet, nicely done. Nice knee to the body by Poirier.
To the body
Nasty,
again.
right.
Yeah. Koch wants to separate. Get some distance and try to strike.
Yeah, no question that so far Poirier has landed the more damaging shots. There was a nice elbow there as well.
And there you see graphically what we were speaking of. Poirier with significant strikes landed at 54 and counting.
And there Koch lands a couple of decent knees. But he's got to do something dramatic to change the tone of this fight.
Under a minute on the clock here in the second.
Dustin's looking for a single here. Koch is just so bloodied now. Oh, man.
But he'll take this, though. Because the tight grappling and the ground game is not going his way. Let's see if he can get something going as they go toe-to-toe. Watch for that right hand again.
He's got to be careful the way he's moving, because he's moving into the left of Poirier. And Poirier loves to throw that looping left over the top of the shoulder.
Final seconds of the second round.
There's a nice knee to the body by Koch. But so far, this looks like 2 rounds in the books for Poirier.
Yes.
Right here. Beautiful. Relax. Relax. Take a breath. Looking good, looking good.
Another round like that?
Yep, yep. Hey, 112. Yep, 112 all day.
I need sharp jabs. Sharp jabs. No lazy jabs, okay? Hey, we don't want to show him anything. Real crisp with the 112. Okay, good, man. Good.
Yep. When you get a hold of him, put his back on the cage again.
And there you see Dustin Poirier mounting Erik Koch, landing big left hands. And there he hit him with a back fist, the rare MMA back fist, not even spinning.
What a way to get things started here. UFC 164. Featherweight matchup, Koch and Poirier. Third and final round. Koch trying to come out with a little more pace here, Joe.
Well, he knows he lost the first 2 rounds. He's got to do something, and he's got to try to win this fight in this 3rd round. But Poirier, the fresher fighter, and the guy who's taken less damage. I mean, those 2 rounds have to have worn on Koch right now. And it's all dependent on how much he has in reserves right now.
You could see the improvement in the grappling game of Poirier with his time at American Top Team.
Well, he looks excellent in all areas. His striking looks crisp. And what's really important about the grappling was the defense in the first round, getting out of that triangle.
Yep.
That was a tight triangle. Nice knee to the body there by Poirier. And nasty punches to the body. And he goes high.
Wide base trying to avoid the takedown. They've worked in the clinch a lot tonight, too. Poirier with the advantage, 21-14 there. They might break him here.
And Koch winds up on top. Interesting.
He's got some time, 3 minutes.
Now, Koch is an excellent grappler. As we saw by that triangle that he almost landed in that first round. Let's see if he can pass this guard. He's still trapped in the full guard here of Poirier. He's trying to step over that left knee of Poirier, but Poirier manages to keep him from moving.
Koch in top position here. Good battle between 2 of the top featherweights in the UFC today. Full guard closed.
So far, Poirier in a full guard here, and there's a good shot from the top by Koch. And another. He needs more of those.
A lot more, right?
He's got plenty of time, though, here. He could really get something going here. If he has the energy, he's having some success here. Koch does not look that comfortable on his back. He's not doing such a good job of defending. He looks like he's trying to set up an armbar, Mike.
Two minutes.
Koch stacking him here, landing shots. Poirier trying to control the posture as he's getting stacked. Good shot over the top by Koch. And Koch's corner is getting very excited about this.
Yeah, they're saying don't let him tie your arms up.
Well, it's all really a matter of how much does he have left here.
Right.
And how much can Poirier defend. What is this? Koch's got his back. No hooks yet. One hook now. Over under. Oh, he rolls him. Rolls him with the over under. Full back.
Great position. Trying to make it even better.
Poirier's in trouble.
Yep. Minute 5 on the clock.
No more choke. It's not under anymore. Dustin's got to sit back. He's got to get his hips back. Dig deep in with the hooks and get his hips back. Otherwise, he's going to slide off the top and wind up in his guard. He does not want that. And Poirier's trying to shake him off the front. Really tough position for Koch to hold here. Unless he can take an arm. Okay, good job by Koch in bringing it back to the ground. He almost fell off the top there.
35 seconds, Joe.
Koch's got to make something happen here. He lost those first 2 rounds big.
He's working at it.
He is certainly working at it. He's got the body triangle on. 18 seconds to go.
15 now.
There it is.
Lock it in. 10 seconds.
He just doesn't have the energy
in
in his arms. You can see there how he let it go. He just simply does not have the energy left in his arms to complete it.
He went for it.
He did. It was an admirable effort.
Yep.
And a great fight.
Well, you said evenly matched. That was a pretty great back and forth battle.
Yeah, I believe Poirier got the best of it, but I think it was a great fight, and I think that both guys are going to grow from this.
So Dustin Poirier and Erik Koch go the distance as we get things started here tonight in Milwaukee. Let's go inside the numbers of this featherweight showcase that got our pay-per-view underway this evening. As you see, the significant strikes landed. A huge advantage for Dustin Poirier, and a lot of that came in rounds 1 and especially round 2. And the ground strikes from the top position that Dustin Poirier was able to land as he got the better of things early, and Koch tried to get a submission late. Take a look at our fight replay. Big right hand, boom. That was a huge right, connecting Poirier on Koch and put Koch in trouble. And then the left as well. So some heavy punches landed by Dustin Poirier. And then at the end of the fight, just a little bit too little too late for the kid who fights out of Milwaukee. Erik New Breed Koch. And with that, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, 29-27, and 29-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
As we thought, Dustin Poirier with the unanimous decision victory here tonight over Erik Koch. Here's Joe.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Dustin Poirier. First of all, a great fight and 2 real mirror images of each other. I mean, you guys are very similar in height, similar in age, and in record. You got the victory, but you almost got caught in a triangle moments into the first round. Tell me how close that was and what were you thinking?
All right, the triangle was really close, guys. I was gargling. I felt myself almost going out. I actually, for a split second, felt myself losing this fight, it's slipping away, no way, this is how it's going to end. I really thought it was in there. But, you know, I'm a fighter, man. I bite down and I fight. He had to put me to sleep, and luckily enough, he couldn't.
And you did bite down, and let's take a look at what you did towards the end of that round. You caught him with a big right hand, had him badly hurt, had him mounted. You did some serious ground and pound there, and even caught him with a Darce at the end of the first.
That Darce was in very tight. I have a really good Darce. Tap black belts with it all the time in the gym. Been working on it for a long time. Let me just tell you this, it was locked in. Coming out for the second round, my lead hand was so tired from squeezing. That's why my jab was so slow, man.
Well, listen, this was an excellent fight between two really exciting prospects. You got out on top. You are the victor. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. I just want to thank my sponsors. I want to say one thing to my beautiful wife. Next week's our 4-year wedding anniversary. I could not do this without her support. I love her so much. She's my backbone, man. Jolie, I love you so much.
Congratulations, sir. Dustin Poirier, ladies and gentlemen.